What's going on to you, Leos? So you have the Page of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, and you Leos have the Page of Cups. Okay, so for you Leos, a lot of you very much so are drawing the line at not getting reciprocated the same amount of effort and attention and time, attention to detail and everything like that that you give to other people. They have to show it to you back, or they're going to have to get out of your presence, because you Leos are not going to accept it. And you shouldn't. Then you have the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. You have other things to do with your life. You don't have to put up with somebody disrespecting you, right? Not willing to go 50-50 or 100 or 100, all that. Point is, it being a reciprocal relationship where you actually give and get, and they give and get, right? If that's not the type of time that they on, you Leos have other things to do with your life. It's not to say that your life is eventless. You know, you don't do anything, you're just boring, nothing happens in your life. You Leos have things that you have to do. And like I said before, that's the best thing, is when you have a life, is when you have variety, right? When you choose to have variety. People can't play you, because there's always something else that you can essentially spend your time doing. So, because people will use the fact that you only do a few things against you. What they'll do is they'll try to triangulate you to where they become your whole life. And then when they start acting up and they start pulling the type of games and antics, because of the fact that you only had a few things that you do, now you start to take it on more. You start to put it on your shoulders. You start to really take that weight on your shoulders. And you don't really have to. All you need to do is have a life. And that's one thing that a lot of you Leos have, you know, and you're not worried about, you Leos are not really too pressed or worried about if you get yourself into a relationship, because you realize that a lot of people are scumbags anyway. All of this that they're going to do is try to waste your time, while at the same time dry begging, getting something out of you like a parasite, and yada, 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 right? So all of this that these people are good for at the end of the day. You Leos are bringing a whole lot to the table, and they'll try to do 1090, right? They'll try to do 1090. They'll try to be like, oh, I'm a play smart. They're playing smart, but I'm a play smart and do 10 and get 90. Right? They'll do 10% and you should give them 90, because what they give to you minimalistically, right, covers your 90 of what you're doing. That's not how you Leos are playing it. You Leos are playing it from the perspective of, yes, you Leos right now are getting to know some people. You are trying to see who's out here. You are speaking to a couple of people. You're trying to see, right? You're looking, you're watching, you're talking, you're getting to know some people. But a lot of you Leos are also paying attention to what they bring to the table. And the Three of Wands represents you Leos are seeing that people, not a lot of them, are bringing a whole lot. They're not bringing a whole lot. The Three of Wands, you're looking towards the future. You know, you speak to some others, and you're just looking towards the future. Like, okay, who's next, right? Who next? The only thing that you can think about is the person that's coming after them, after you finish talking to them. Because they're not showing you anything special. They're not showing you Leos anything differently. All they're showing you Leos is that they're just like so many other people. The Four of Wands and the Three of Cups is that, and your nonchalant attitude that a lot of you Leos have, the fact that you don't really care, this is the stupidity of it. It's making you very attractive to people who are dysfunctional. See, dysfunction appeals to dysfunctional people. You Leos are not nonchalant because you're putting on an act. You Leos are nonchalant because you've been jaded, right? which is a natural occurrence, by the way. You're going to be jaded if you interact with a bunch of people that just want to waste your time and just jerk your chain all day long without ever getting tired of it. They don't ever get tired of the games. They don't ever stop. They eat, no matter how much those games are ruining their life, they don't ever stop playing the game. They're on autopilot. They're on autopilot with it. Anyway, that's not how you Leos are moving. You Leos, you Leos in reality are not jaded. It's just that you Leos, you understand, you have the wisdom of it, right? And you understand what you Leos have experienced on a first-hand account. You understand that people are out here playing. So when you care and when you try to talk to some people, they're going to make it seem like you weak. This is not an act for you Leos. This is more so of the buildup of experience. This is you Leos trying to make it work and it's not working. So you're not the way that you used to when you were a teenager, like when we were teenagers, right? When we were teenagers, we can afford to, because we didn't have the responsibility of work like that, or paying light bills and phone bills and rent and all this other type of nonsense, and still be able to hold on. I thought somebody was knocking on my door because I'm expecting a package today. But now you Leos know what it's like. You've experienced life, right? You understand that, hey, people have the capacity to play all kind of games. So a lot of you Leos, you understand what it is, and it's become normal to you. Like, this is normal, and it is, and it should be normal. The Three of Cups, however, right? The Three of Cups, however, also represents, like I said, it's making you attractive, because when you Leos are like, now that you Leos are nonchalant and y'all are like, you don't want someone who is an average individual who is getting caught up with the narratives and the agendas and the trends and the going along with what such and such is saying, and they're going along with the approach, and they're like zombies running around and all over. They're not actually thinking for themselves. You Leos are just like, cross this person name off the list mentally. Who's next? You're gonna continue to talk to such and such because they're bums. These people are not the type of people that you want to have around you in the first place. And other people are like, oh, okay, maybe you have other options. Maybe you're used to other options, all this other type of stuff. And there's nothing that they can essentially do about it, because you Leos don't even want to date them. This is not an act. This is not, with some people, they put on an act because they know this is what it is. But, this is how people play the games. But with other people, it's not an act because they figure it out from experience. You Leos have figured it out from experience, because there's people who get hip to the game real early because they've been put on, or they figure it out really early. And then there's people who don't get hip to the game until later through experience. And by that time, it's not an act. It really is real. That's you Leos. You Leos have been put on from time and experience. You realize this you can't, you try to be loving, people tear you down. So it's like, look, let's just see where this thing goes. Let's just see if these people, because they're so dysfunctional, let's see if these people can even, like, how long they can even last. Like, how long can they get their foot in the door before they completely mess it up, right? Like, how long can you Leos even hang out with them, right? Can you even spend a weekend with them? Can you even hang out with these people? Can you even, like, take them out and they pay for their own date without them bugging out about what you need to do for them, right? Let's start small. Let's start innocuous. Let's start as small as as 1 grain of sand compared to the beach. Can you start off that small? Because a lot of you Leos, you see it, that the relationships that y'all try to establish, it takes a weird turn. So the 3 of Swords and the 4 of Swords is about how, so you Leos are just being economical. You're being economical with your time, your attention, your time, your attention, your money, your observation to detail. Because a lot of you Leos are like, well, what is the point? Because a lot of you are very observant. You get it from Virgo. But a lot of you Leos are like, okay, well, what's the point of being observant and all of that? And like looking at this potential partner, you know what I mean? And observing and being observant. Oh, they have brown eyes. They have this type of hair. They have blue eyes. They have this type of hair, this type of skin tone. They do this. I heard them say that they like this. Why don't I go out and get this? A lot of you Leos are like, well, what's the point of listening to that crap if they're not really worth anything at the end of the day? All they're trying to do is just get on your nerves and upset you and get you mad and all this. You know, a lot of you Leos are figuring out the game that, you know, they're gonna have to show you something. Reciprocation is the name of the game. They're gonna have to do something for you. How do they expect to be in a relationship with you and they bold face show you and tell you they're not going to do anything for you, and then just expect you to just be like, okay, that sounds like a good deal to me, and hang out with them? And here you I just did the Virgo video, but here you Leos are being observant and thinking of them, and because observation isn't just about looking at what the person's got going on. That's part of it. But observation is also about having the person in your thoughts, thinking about them. It's like a lot of you Leos are understanding that there is no point into even giving someone the privilege of having them up in your thoughts, for you Leos to even think about them, because it's good. What you thinking about them, it's good. It's gonna be in there. It's gonna be for their own blessing, their own benefit. They're not even worth you Leos thinking about them and being up in your thoughts if they're not bringing something to the table. They don't understand the art of reciprocation. They don't know how to think for themselves. They're zombified. All they're worried about is what's trendy and all this other type of nonsense. You Leos don't even see the value in it. And this is why a lot of you Leos are single and you're enjoying your singlehood. You're still approaching, trying to get to know, but single, because you understand the value of your singlehood, because you don't want to be attached to these goofy goobers. Let's clarify the 4 of Swords. The Knight of Cups. Wheel of Fortune, Moon card, 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, the lack of reciprocity. Ace of Wands. Yeah. You know, the person who's going to get your time and attention is, like I said before, is a person who understands reciprocity and has other traits too. It's not just about giving and taking. It's also about their willingness to grow, their willingness to become someone better as well. And a lot of you Leos are not, you're not settling for that. You know, everybody want to talk about, you know, what they're not settling for. You Leos are not settling for a half trash relationship with someone that is full trash. That's it. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. Trying to make my YouTube channel grow. Please smash the subscribe button. Like I said, smash the like button, leave a comment. That does help the channel get more views. It pulls more people in, so would really appreciate it.